my crochet friends. Today I wanted to show you this stitch I used for my Miele sweater. This is, I believe, in some place called Wide Herringbone Stitch. And as you can see, this is a very fun graphical stitch you can use for other projects of yours as well. So to make this pattern, we are going to need the stitch number in multiple of 10 plus 1 if you're working in rows. So here I'm having 21 stitches. I'm gonna make another one just to build up the height for our first row. And for our first row, I am simply putting one single crochet into each chain stitches. So at the end of the row, I should have 21 stitches. Now let's chain 1 to build up the height for our second row. For the second row, we are putting one single crochet in the first stitch, chain 1, skip the next stitch, and put another single crochet in the next stitch. And for the rest of the row, we're just gonna continue chain 1, skip one stitch, and put the single crochet in the next stitch. And we're gonna do this all the way across until the end. In the third row, where our herringbone is gonna happen, we are gonna chain 1 to build up the height, put one single crochet in the first stitch, chain 5, and now we are going to skip the first chain 1 space, the next single crochet, the next chain 1 space, the next single crochet, and we are going to work a slip stitch in the single crochet 2 rows below our next chain 1 space. We are going to slip stitch in front of the chain 1 space, just like this. And then we're going to make another chain 5, and then single crochet in the third single crochet, counting from our slip stitch. So basically you can see here, counting from the middle slip stitch to the 2 single crochet on each side, we should have 2 single crochet and 2 chain 1 spaces. Let's try it together again. First we chain 5, and we skip 2 chain 1 spaces, 2 single crochets, and slip stitch in the single crochet 2 rows below. Like this. And then we make another chain 5. And again, we're gonna skip 2 chain 1 spaces, 2 single crochet, and in this case, single crochet in the last stitch. And here is how it looks like for our third row. And for our fourth row, either if you're working in rounds or in rows, you should turn your work because we have to work on the wrong side. So after the first single crochet, we chain 1 and find the next single crochet from 2 rows below and work in front of your chain, make a double crochet. And we're just gonna repeat the same thing for 3 more times. We chain 1, find the next single crochet from 2 rows below and work in front of our chain, make a double crochet. After repeating the same thing the third time, we are gonna chain one and then put a single crochet on top of our single crochet from the previous row. And this is our pattern repeat for the fourth row. And here you can see in this wrong side of the work, we're making these tiny boxes behind our herringbone stitch. Let's do it again. Chain one, double crochet in the next single crochet from 2 rows below. And then we repeat it for another 3 times. Find the single crochet and make a double crochet on top of it. This is the second time. And then the third time. And then we chain one and put 1 single crochet on top of the next single crochet from the previous row. This is the end of our row 4. So this is the wrong side of our work. You can see from here we have these boxes made with 1 single crochet followed with 4 chain 1 and double crochet. Let me open it up a little bit for you so you can have a clear look. This is what we just built for this row. And this is the wrong side of our work. And this is how it looks in the front. Let's continue with our next row. For the next row, we will turn our work again to work on the right side of the work. So this is very similar to our row 3. It's just instead of working the slip stitch in the single crochet from 2 rows below, we are now having this chain space to work, which is more obvious and makes it slightly bit easier. So after the first single crochet in the first stitch, we chain 5 and then make this slip stitch here. And then we chain 5 again, work a single crochet on top of the single crochet. It's very easy to recognize at this point. And this is how it looks like. Now let's do the second one. We chain 5 as before, and then put a slip stitch in this chain 1 space 2 rows below. And somehow I cannot stop splitting my yarn here. And here we go. Finally. We make our slip stitch and then chain 5 and put our single crochet on top of the single crochet. And this is how it looks like after finishing our row 5. So let's move on to the 6th row. We chain 1, and we already know this. We're gonna put 1 single crochet in the first stitch and then chain 1, put 1 double crochet in the double crochet from 2 rows below. And we're gonna repeat this for another 3 times. 2, 3, and 4. And then we chain 1 and put a single crochet on top of our single crochet from the previous row. And this is the pattern repeat. We chain 1, double crochet on top of the double crochet from 2 rows below, repeat it for another 3 times, and then we chain 1, put 1 single crochet on top of our single crochet from the previous row. So from here, we just need to keep repeating row 5 and row 4 to build the panel as big as you want. So here in this row, we are simply gonna repeat our row 5. Here I just chain 5 and I'm gonna put a single crochet in this chain 1 space here. And as you can see, life is getting so much easier from this row. And then I'm gonna build another chain 5 and put a single crochet on top of my single crochet. And I'm gonna repeat it. Chain 5, slip stitch in the chain 1 space, chain 5, and single crochet. Exactly like what we did on row 5. Let's do the next row. We put 1 single crochet in this row, we work on the wrong side, and then we do chain 1, double crochet in the double crochet from 2 rows below 4 times. And then we chain 1, put our single crochet on top of the single crochet, and repeat the same thing again. This is our last one. We chain 1 and put the single crochet. Okay, now let's see what we have done here. So basically you can see this pattern appears to have 2 layers, one in the front with this V shape and another one in the back with this box mesh. And this is how I use this stitch for my Miele sweater. So basically I have these 3 layers of the V shape. And then instead of turning back and forth to do the V and the boxes, I just continue with the boxes. And then I continue play with the numbers and the repeats to build up the length for my sweater. If you're interested in making the sweater yourself, you can find the pattern in my shop. Otherwise, feel free to use this beautiful stitch for your own project. I'll see you next time.